Hey, it's H here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. Before getting into the analysis itself, I want to let you know that I have a Patreon where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and more. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the analysis next. So starting here again on 1 hour time frame, as we still haven't completed this structure in my opinion, and again, it is still ongoing. So again, we still have the same idea where we had a structure from these highs around 18.4k coming down as a 5-way structure. Whether it's an A or wave 1, we don't know of that yet. Depending on a higher time frame view, it's just based on that. Again, the previous structure here was a counter trend move, in my opinion, with the 3-way structure. So again, this can be a continuation of previous trend downwards more. The overall idea that I got here is that we have had this as an A, B, and then looking for that C wave. If we want to be having this as a diagonal into a wave 1, we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a 5-way. We do have that slight overlap between 1 and 4 here, with a very small retracements for that wave 2. This is very common on wave 2s after a diagonal has been made. However, the structure from here was kind of impulsive to the upside. However, now we are again consolidating around here, which is not again that typical. If we are pulling this point of control, we can see that we are right around it. We've been dancing around it for the last day basically, without nothing much happening. The idea on smaller time frame that I had was that we were having this as the wave 1, either at these tops or at these highs. Doesn't really overall matter. The point was that we were coming down into these lows as an A wave. Then we would have this as an A, B, and then C coming down. At the moment, if we did indeed create a lowest low here, this would be the end of wave C, creating this running flat structure. We do have that divergence in here on smaller time frames, and on 5 minutes you can see that here. So that is completely possible. At that point again, wave 2 would be here. However, the issue with this count now, after this has been playing out for the basically the night, is that we have pretty much not moved at all. This definitely felt like a 5-way structure coming down. It was kind of hard to put it into context or subdivide it completely, but again, the divergence here could give us some indication of that. However, there's also a possibility where this was a 3-way structure like this. Where is it fitting? Well, it could be that we have this as a 3-wave instead into these lows, flats here, and then a continuation of this structure to the downside. However, this is again taking so long here that it doesn't have the right look anymore. I am still short from these highs because again we had the invalidation of that B wave here at these highs. So again, if we continue to the downside, I'm in. Also, I am in long positions from here, where we took actually from the 1.236, as again that would be the target for this ABC as a running flat, or expand a flat if we come down here below the A wave. 1.618 definitely was one of the targets there. So again, I still have a long setups here at the 1.618. We'll see how that goes. Not really liking this too much, but again, there's nothing invalid about it. This could turn out into an a W, X, and Y instead of this what we got here. So that's why I still look for the long setups upwards. And again, as this is a potential 1-2, 1-2 setup or 1-2, it has massive potential to the upside. So again, I'm not going to be giving out on that. Invalidation of that idea completely would be down at these lows here, because again, at that point, wave 2 would be very, very weird looking, meaning that this would be A wave, B wave, and then C wave. The issue with this one would be that again, we go beyond the 1.618 here for that B wave, making it very much less likely of a scenario to happen. The other scenario is that instead of this being impulsive wave to the upside, we have this as a corrective structure climbing up higher correctively. Very much the same structure in here locally. Here we have a couple of different ideas. W, X, Y, again this could be labeled as three waves, and this is again 3, 3 and 3, so this would be a WXY on its own, so WXY into wave W, then 3-wave pullback into the wave X, and then I was expecting this to be a ABC upwards, as this definitely feels like more like a impulsive wave structure than anything else. And again, as we saw here, this could be the expanded B of a flat, so we would be creating something like that. That was the expectation yesterday, and that is still something that I'm looking at and having as the most likely scenario, because again, I don't really have anything else to go by at this very moment. If we come down lower, we don't really want to go below the 2.618. Again, at that point, we would already do something like this, where we would be taking out these lows. And again, that would be the invalidation of this being a wave A and a start of something. If that happens, then we're going to be invalidating quite a few different counts, both the impulse wave idea and this being a wave A of something. At that point, we definitely need to be looking into something else, potentially having this as a diagonal on its own, something like that. But again, not really liking that scenario at this very moment, at least, just due to how overlapping this structure is. And again, this being a 5-wave structure, this would have to be fitting into a 5-wave. Not really my favorite thing. Actually, let's just get rid of that. But both of the scenarios are looking for this potential wave B or wave 2, and then upwards again. We'll see what kind of news events we're going to be having today. I think yesterday we had this pump. Was this pump it? I think it was, maybe. Yeah, 21 o'clock. Yeah, 9 p.m. I think that was the dump that we had yesterday from the FOMC meeting minutes that we got. I might be wrong, but that's that. But yeah, I think that is going to bring us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments and give me a like on the video. And yeah, join the free Discord server if you want. There's always a lot of people online sharing counts and talking about different setups if you want to be joining there and learning as well. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.